Alright, so before it starts to rain, like it hasn't already for the last 30 days, what we're dealing with here is a 1986 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. It is not a Brougham, it is just a base model. So I'm going to open it up for you guys. Not much to say about it, except for those three lonely comrades sitting on the floorboard there. So it is a 86 Olds. It is not a Brougham, but thankfully it does have the luxury options of a Brougham, but it is simply just not a Brougham. The seats are just the basic model, and we do have air conditioning, thankfully. We do have tilt steering. We do have power windows. I got to do some repairs to this stuff. This window does not work. There is a wiring problem over on that door, which is not diverting power over here. If you play with it a little while, it will work. We do have power vents. However, that one there makes some noise, doesn't really want to do much. And this one here opens and closes freely. Only problem is if you work it too many times, it gets hot and it quits. What do you expect for a car that you paid $1,000 for? So we got brand new tires up front, black walls, no white walls at all, just cheap Canadian tire crap. We got bald tires at the back. They might pass the safety. They'll probably pass the safety with my mechanic. He's not too fussy, especially with me. Got some sort of aftermarket security system with it. Doesn't do much except some kind of relay clicks inside the car that you can hear if you push the button. A little bit of rust on the bumper in the typical spots. I am going to replace that bumper with the car that I took to the scrapyard. The bumper that was on that scrap car was actually in mint condition, and I have to go and get it now. I actually kicking myself in the rear end for not going to get it in the first place, or actually taking it off. And this lens is also busted. I just noticed that not too long ago. But it is what it is. Cutlass Supreme. It's a bit faded, but it is there. If it was a Brougham, it would say Brougham in the middle. Hood ornament is in good shape. But the red ink or whatever was in the middle of it is gone. I don't know if maybe these ones didn't come with it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's in good shape. It's still there. So wiper blades are totally shot. Totally shot. No going back for that. So like I say, got Oldsmobile. Not awesome. Power seats on the driver's seat. Switches under the seat. I gotta try and, figure out what happened there. And this is all wore out. So, original owner that I bought it from, second owner car, tells me 68,000 kilometers. All right, well, I'm going to show you the odometer here. Does that look like 68,000 to you? No. This here, a lot of people seem to forget, is actually a meter, or actually per 100 meters. So if this rolls over to 1, that's 100 meters. If it rolls over to 2, that's 200 meters, and so forth. Until it rolls over a complete revolution, then you get 1 full kilometer. Well, the problem is that this is a 5-digit odometer, and it is showing 06912. So if you were to ask me, or ask any sane, rational person, I would say this car has 106,000 kilometers on it, or 206,000 kilometers on it. We don't know. The body is in extremely well condition, so it probably has 106,000 on it, I would say. Anyway, 3-speed tranny. Transmission's been replaced. I don't know why. He showed me the bill for it. He had to put a new tranny in it. I don't know why, because the 3-speed trannies were a bulletproof transmission. I don't understand whatever happened to it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. The car runs good, it drives good, and it's got very smooth ride, so I mean, I couldn't care less. the tranny came out of a 78 Chev, something or other. I'm going to start it up for you. I had it running about 2 hours ago, so no choke. Starter. Okay, so the starter's been replaced in it. That's a problem, because whoever replaced it didn't put any starter shims in it, so now it grinds and it's loud and it just sounds like a god-awful piece of shit. So, I'm gonna roll this window down, because it's the only one that works. This vent, will it close? I hope so. Oh, thank God it works right now. Okay, well, it's supposed to rain a lot tonight. A lot, and I mean a lot. So, 40 mils or something. So, it's a 305 Chev. Same as the other one. My project car. It came with a 305. Same bloody thing. Nothing fancy to say about this. The layout of everything here, the paint, the condition of all the plastics, even all the underhood components, makes me believe that it would only have 106,000 kilometers on it. Body, typical spots. There's no rust here. I don't know what happened here. This has obviously been touched up before. Got some stone chip action here. I'm going to compound the whole car. Try and, revive a little bit of shine in it. No rust anywhere on the car or the bottoms of the doors. Absolutely mint, which is very bizarre. Tires, like I say, are balded back, but we have new ones up front. So we should be alright for the summer. It should pass. We have an exhaust system, which is kind of unique, because when I first saw it, hey, wait a sec, we have dual pipes. Is it true duals? Absolutely not. It's only a dual outlet muffler. It's a single exhaust. I don't like the look of this system. I don't like the look of pipes coming out the side, especially when it comes to dual exhaust, personally. If I want true duals, I generally like the pipes to come out the back. So usually, there and there. I never really did care when people put dual exhaust with, the pipes out the sides. I never did care for that. I don't know why. It just never did sit well with me. So I might eliminate that muffler and just put a single exhaust on it. But like I say, that costs money too, so I'm not sure what I'll do with that yet. We'll play it by day. This quarter panel looks like it might have been painted at one point. This door almost looks original. Hard to say, but like I say, it does look in good shape. This does look like it's been painted before. The seats are not bad. They are a bit sun faded, but like I say, nothing really fancy about it. It's not a Brougham, so it's got just the typical plain Jane seats. And I've never owned a Cutlass with this type of seat before, so I'm a little just kind of on this, I don't know, I'm not hating on it, but I mean, the seats look cheap to me, and I mean, but it's the first Cutlass that I've had with this type of seat, so I mean, I can't complain about it. I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm not going to replace the seats or go to a junkyard and start looking for bucket seats with the same kind of color and whatnot. These are broke. I've kept a million of these. And I knew I should have still held on to them, because now I need one. So, power vent, like I said, it works when it wants to. But like if you play with it too much, the motor gets hot inside there, and then you got to wait a couple of hours before it'll actually close. So if I open it wide open, sometimes it won't shut, even with the switch here, or even with the switch up front. So I just leave it alone, and especially on days when it's going to rain. Anyway, smooth running 305 Chev. Nothing fancy about it. Same as the other car. Serpentine alternator belt pulley. all the characteristics are still the same. It is the same year, 1986, so nothing's changed here with this. All the plastics are in good shape, fenders are in good shape. There's absolutely no rust on this vehicle. Like, I mean, it's a fantastic car. Just no white wall tires. I got locking wheel caps and I don't have the key to actually remove them. So that's going to be a fun chore, is to find the code for the particular locks on these wheel covers and try and find the actual key for them. Has the air conditioning, the belt's been removed. I'm not sure as to why. I will figure that out later in the summer. But anyway, from a distance it actually doesn't look too bad. Yeah. Just that bumper is a little rusty. So 3-speed trans, I mean, it shifts good. I mean, everything's tight. But yeah, no crazy dinger buzzer, so that's got to get replaced. Better throw that window up. But like I say, the starter sounds noisy. Listen to this. Like, that just makes me cringe even wanting to start this thing, man. So there's probably no shims in it at all, which scares me. So anyway, that'd be that for today. So 1986 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme 4-door sedan. This will be my second Cutlass sedan anyway. And this isn't a restoration project. This one will actually be a driver. It will only be a summer driver, of course. But as the weeks go on, as the summer goes on, I'll get it tuned up. Maybe get some air conditioning functioning in it. It's finally nice to drive another two-tone sedan again. I really do miss Oldsmobile's two-tone cars. I had a Cutlass Sierra that had a two-tone color scheme exactly like this. Well, similar to this. Actually, I think the silver was a little more darker. But nonetheless, it was a Cutlass and it was two-tone. And I mean, it really does feel good to drive one of these again. So anyway, guys, we'll leave it at that for today. I'm going to lock this unit up. Like I say, it's kind of a pain. No power door lock, so you kind of gotta open all 4 doors and do that and yada yada yada. Show you guys the trunk space before I shut this down for the evening. Not a Brougham, just says Cutlass. I got a spare tire in the deal, and of course it's weather checked so bad that I would never use it for anything. But the rim, I never used the rim either, because I mean, look at this. She's definitely wore. Honestly, I think I'll just throw this whole assembly away, because that is not safe. Looking at those oblong wheel stud holes, this is your full-size spare, and I mean, it's in good shape. Tread's not so great, so I might actually dismount that tire and find a replacement for that. That looks like a truck tire on there. Anyway, yeah, but this rim is going to go to scrap. Probably why the original owner actually let it sit in the car while he was trying to sell it is because he wanted to get rid of it, and he had no other way of getting rid of it besides pawning it off on somebody else. I've done it too. We all have done it. So anyway, 1986 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme 4-door sedan, dual exhaust. Not true duals, but I guess it's the next best thing. We'll leave it at that for tonight. Anyway, guys, have a great evening.